Hello and welcome to another tour of the Hive. We are pretty much complete in the shop, so we wanted to do a little tour to show you around, show you what we've been doing, all the work we've been working on and all the new lovely products. Don't adjust your television sets, I am not the burglar from Home Alone. It's just an absolutely freezing day in the shop. So we'll go to the back of the shop where it's a little bit more complete, because this bit I'll explain a little bit later needs work doing and we are waiting some products. So let's head to the back and we can talk you through that. So this is, the back of the shop is more of our antiques / vintage section. So you've probably seen, if you follow us on social media and seen our YouTube videos, we kitted out this Indian display yesterday. We call it an Indian display. It's a mix of beautiful products, but the majority of the pieces here are sourced from India. So these, I've lost my train of thought.
Chapati bowls?
Chapati bowls, that's the one. I was going to say Viking stew bowls.
Pull out on the product list.
Yeah, they're not that. I don't know why I've got that in my head. I think I've seen it online somewhere, so thanks for that. Chapati bowls. These chapati bowls are one of my favourites, and the other day I opened the last of them and found this absolutely ginormous huge one. So it's just one of my favourite things, and it might come home with me, not too sure. But we have beautiful hand-carved items like the chapati bowls, like the leaf-shaped bowls too. And moving on here, we've got the ever-popular brick moulds, reclaimed rustic hooks, and we have over 50 Indian mirrors. So each one of these are different from the last, and they've all got layers and layers of paint on, and they've all been made from old pieces of furniture. Beautiful items, and if you go through our social media sites, you'll see that we've displayed them in a collection, and they always look better in a collection, I feel. Moving on down from that, we have these beautiful vases, pottery vases, and these are made by a local potter who sadly passed away recently, and we acquired loads of her pottery from her husband. These pieces are absolutely beautiful. They're rustic and they are made so that they look like they have cracks in them, and the cracks have been accentuated with a dark black colour, and they almost remind us of, you know, the kind of open tombs and ruins and that kind of found object look. So beautiful pieces, and they are initialed on each piece too. We have quite a vast amount of them, and if you have walked past the Hive recently, you'll have seen that we have quite a lot of pottery for the garden as well. So we have things like garden orbs, beautiful Grecian style urns, and quirky little things like giant apples to pop in the garden. So once the yard is clean and organised, we'll show you that as well. Move through this back section. We have some of our... Go on. Oh yeah, sorry, Mr. Cameraman. The metal stands, these are new. So they come with a solid metal stand, and each bowl rests inside them. And they come in, I think, 4 different sizes, from large, medium, and small. And they all are genuinely vintage pieces, but they've been reclaimed and repaired and coated so that they may not look the most beautiful objects in terms of clean and clear, but they are solid pieces, and they're fantastic to put some logs in and create almost like a campfire in your garden, a fire pit. And also you can fill it with ice in the summer, which seems a long way off, but fill it with ice in the summer, and you can use it as a beer cooler as well. That's just another option for that. Any other ideas you think we could do with that?
A fruit bowl, maybe?
A fruit bowl? Yeah, well, everything's a fruit bowl in our house. If it's empty, then you just stick a bit of fruit in it and it's a fruit bowl, so there you go.
Bit of fruit, some batteries, the keys.
Yeah, basically it becomes a ginormous trinket tray or a catch-all. So they're new as well. We've yet to put them online, but we will do so as soon as possible. Going into the back section, actually I'll let you standing here, Steve, so we can get more detail. So we have some beautiful pieces of furniture, such as the chest of drawers in the corner. And these have gorgeous detail, like the key locks have bone detailing, and then the shell inlay there as well. Super gorgeous pieces. And then you'll see that we've got quirky bits like oil paintings, travel bags, first aid boxes. This is one of the newer pieces that we're going to get online soon as well. And then just loads of quirky bits such as rare binoculars, collectible tins, and just old bottles that look really quirky, put together in a collection. We also have some stoneware jars on this side, which seem to go with everything in the shop. No matter where we pop them, they seem to work really well. So we've got some chunky pieces there and another set of chest of drawers. So that's some of the larger pieces. And then we have a beautiful dining table too. This is online at the moment, and it has a drawer on one side, and it's a super solid piece as well. And I've just dressed it with some brass candlesticks and some antique books. So the look in this section is kind of a brass and green theme. But as you can see, there's lots of quirky bits like pottery, taxidermy, and those bowls with the cactus in, the molten bowls, they are made in Indonesia, and it's molten glass that's rested on a piece of wood, and it retains that kind of organic natural shape. We just planted one up with a cactus, but you can leave them just as they are as decorative objects. And when you come in the shop as well, always look up. It sounds silly, but we do put a lot of stock high up, such as the empty frames, which always look fantastic in a collection. And further down the shop, you'll see some large taxidermy pieces, such as deer horns. So it's one of them kind of shops where you do have to go through it a couple of times to see everything. These wire lockers, we will fill them eventually with logs and kindling. We do have some available for sale. But because of the space, we decided to keep one inside that we will use for the wood to show people what you can use it for. So if you don't want to use it as a traditional clothing storage system, you can use it for storing your wood. Moving around into the apothecary section, one of my favourites, we have beautiful things like the atomizers and the essential oil blends to go with them. These pieces are new, and these are cosmetic bags and toiletry bags. Some of our new lines that we've added, just because it's always nice to have something that's a little bit different, because these are fair trade, made in India, and they're made of organic cotton as well. Another new piece that we have, or a new line should I say, are the Himalayan salt deodorant balls. So they work to kill the bacteria that causes body odour, and it's a natural non-aerosol way to use deodorant. And that in the hand there is a volcanic foot scrub. Excuse me. As we go through the apothecary section, you'll see that a lot of it is plastic free and natural, such as the bamboo cotton buds and the bamboo toothbrushes. Again, new lines to the apothecary section, but pieces that we know you will love as much as we do, because we use these at home. So we have family packs and individual packs of the brushes, shaving brushes, and these are really quirky. These are little guest soaps. Vinolia, they're called, and these were actually supplied to the first class cabins on the Titanic. Or were, should I say, yes. So these are a little bit of a novelty item.
Are you okay, Gareth?
No, I think I swallowed a fly. Just trying to clear my throat, excuse me. So, moving on, we've got beautiful things like handmade soap dishes, nail brushes that are 100% plastic free. Clay masks, and these are fantastic if you mix them with a little bit of water and your favourite essential oil. You get 10 treatments in this, and it's 100% pure clay, so really good value for money and really good for the skin. Lovely peppermint lip balms that are held in our weighing scales, and then a really nice selection of natural skincare treats, all natural and all in containers that are plastic free as possible. Slightly above them, we do have our new apothecary candles. And the apothecary candles now come in brown craft paper with a wax seal that has a bee emblem on them. And just on the bottom you can see exactly what scent it is. And we really want you to be interactive with the displays in our shop. Don't be afraid to pick up the domes, have a smell of the scents of the candles, and pick up the jars of fresh soap. Feel free to get your nose in, have a whiff, because every single scent that you will smell in this section is essential oils, really natural, really lovely and uplifting, and we want you to be as interactive as possible and help yourselves to these products. Don't be shy. So if we swing round to this section, we have our cleaning products. Kind of cleaning products, some of them are not, but we have galvanised storage items, natural sacks, and natural corn and coconut brooms. These are really popular, and again, it's a great way not to have a plastic item in your house. And we have new pieces such as the dog and cat bowls. I'll hold it up. This is made of cast iron and removable stainless steel bowls. So we have small and large available. So we kind of call them these cat bowls and dog bowls, but if you do have a small dog, which most people do nowadays, I think they'll be suitable for a little dog as well. Or a super large cat, yes. If you do own a tiger, you can use the large ones. Just to go with them, we've got some quirky novelties as well. Again, like the soap, the Titanic soap, it's always nice to have a little novelty and a little something to create a bit of humour as well. I think we've touched upon these quite a bit in the past, so I won't go into too much detail, but these are our cleaning items, as plastic free as possible, eco-friendly, and we've really thought about things that we use in the home as well. So we've got copper scouring pads, pot brushes, sink brushes, beeswax, natural beeswax, furniture polish, and we've got our classic nut-scene twines and the composting sacks that we use in the garden ourselves as well. And as I mentioned before, always look up, because there'll be something above your head that you might have missed. Just because of space, it's fantastic to kind of hide these quirky little pieces around as well. And then this section is our garden/craft section. It's completely dominated by our nut-scene, which is a fantastic brand. They've been going since 1922, and the twines are still spun on the same machines that they used all that time ago. So we have a great selection of products from the twines themselves standalone, raffia, twines that come on little hangers as a novelty item, twines in tins, and these are really popular, the twines on a bobbin, and they come with our ever popular flower scissors, the iron ones, and they keep perfectly just at the top of the bobbin there. They all come gift wrapped as well, so they make fantastic gifts. Another couple of lines as well we've just added, just little things for the garden, such as metal fork and spade. Again, it's just something to add to the nut-scene collection. If we spin round, this is going to be completed hopefully in the next few weeks. We're just waiting on some stock. So the till area, the cabinet, is empty at the moment, but you'll see a little bit of a sneak peek of what's to come. So we have some nougat bars in there, or if you are completely Mancunian and common like I am, nugget bars, as I used to call them. And what we're going to do with this is fill it with a selection of biscuits, tray bakes, and confectionery, so that you can buy yourself a lovely sweet treat. We're going to get some bakes from a local bakery in Lancashire in the next coming weeks, ready for when we open, so that this will be a beautiful display of sweet delights. And speaking of sweet delights, this was probably my favourite delivery of the month. We now stock a range of traditional sweets, and we've gone for classic flavours. So we've gone for rhubarb and custard, classic fudge, tutti frutti lollies, English mint, lime, chocolate limes, that's the one. Lemon sherbets. And these are called, is it Navy and Army sweets?
No, that's the black ones.
Them ones, Navy and Army sweets.
The licorice, aren't they?
Yeah, licorice and aniseed, and they're super, super strong. These are the ones that are kind of mentholated, honey and lemon. So great for colds and whatnot and clearing the throat, which is something I probably could have done with earlier when I was choking on a fly, so I could have used one of them. And just behind the till, we've displayed our ever popular up and out knives. So we have a great selection in the cupboards there, and we will be replenishing more styles in the next coming weeks when they are available. After Christmas, the factory, because they are handcrafted knives, they are struggling to keep up with demand, so we're waiting on a little bit of a backlog with them. And on this shelf, it's all our lovely gift sets. So we have some gardening tool gift sets, some knife block gift sets, and then our premium range. We've just popped the lid on to protect it from dust and whatnot, but they are online and they are absolutely stunning knives. The weight of them and the craftsmanship of them are superior. I can do, yeah. I might as well.
Upside down, so be careful.
Yeah, no worries.
So
yeah,
these come with a lifetime guarantee as well, where
yes.
If you ever need them resharpening or repairing, you can send them back to the Opinol factory in France. You pay for the delivery to get it to France. They will repair and sharpen, and they will pay for the return delivery, and that is a lifetime guarantee. So even though it's a little bit more expensive than the other not brand
collections,
it is definitely great value for money when you think about its lifetime sharpening and repairs as well.
And these are fully forged high carbon steel as well. So as I say, premium knives, and the feel of these in your hand it's lovely. The balance on the knives are fantastic, and they each come with their own leather sheaths too. So that's a set of 3, and that is available online. But I will just pop the lid back on there just to protect it a little bit. And so yeah, they're all our lovely gift sets and little novelties like the Opinel key rings. They're super mini knives as well. And this section, it's unfinished, hence why we're leaving it to last. It's not as beautiful as it could be, but this is going to be basically our homewares / kitchen area. So it will be filled with teak chopping boards, lemon squeezers, rustic spoons, lots of storage jars, and what we're waiting on at the moment is going to be arriving mid-March is a huge delivery of recycled glass tumblers, glasswares, storage jars, and this is where these are going to go, and they come in a beautiful kind of turquoisey colour, similar to the vintage bottles that you see on the bottle tree. And this section is going to be, as I say, dedicated to kind of kitchenware and homeware. So we've got some new lines such as the marble pestle and mortars. These are new, and then we've got some rustic spoons, some lemon juices, such as the glass one. So really useful pieces for the kitchen and the home, but ones that you don't mind having on display. Lovely glasses. These remind us of Morocco because of the cobalt blue colour in them, and they are made of 35% minimum recycled glass, and they are used for cold drinks as well as hot tea. So you can actually pour boiling water straight into these cups and enjoy your mint tea if you want to feel like you're travelling back to Morocco.
Reminds me of the Saint Laurent garden.
Oh, get you. What's that name of that garden, Stephen?
Jardin.
Go on.
Margarelle or
Close, yeah. He only saw this on Monty Don's Gardens this morning, so if you think he's showing off, he doesn't have a clue. He only watched it 2 hours ago, and he just about sinks into his head. But yeah, that's exactly the colour, that kind of bright blue cobalt colour. It reminds us of our travels to Morocco, hence why we chose them. And the fact that they can be used for hot and cold drinks just makes them more versatile as well. And much like the collection that's going to be arriving soon, it's made of recycled glass. It's just part of our ethos that we want as eco-friendly as possible. Do you want to quickly zoom in on these as well, Steve, because these are unusual. These are from the potter that we mentioned, who has the vases, and they're ceramic or pottery gourds. So this is my favourite one, which is glazed in green, and then we have the neutral ones. And again, it's the lady's signature lines throughout the pieces that distinguish her style. But really quirky pieces, and lovely for decoration as well, and big beautiful mixing bowls. So eventually, when we get this huge delivery, this section will be dedicated to all our kitchenwares, and we'll show you that on our post as well. I think for now that's pretty much it. We've put all the cards in the back wall, so I don't know if you want to spin around on that to show them the collection. Our cards are now right next to the till, so easy for you to pick up if you have a last minute gift, and you can grab the card at the same time. We have over, is it 120 styles?
Close, yeah.
Thereabouts. All dedicated from the same maker, George the card maker. They are super humorous. They range from sickly sweet kind of to incredibly insulting and swearing, which is why we like them. So if you're offended by strong language, look away probably now. There we go. And for those of you who do not know, if you're wondering what the mural is of the gentleman at the side of the cards is, let us introduce you to Dave, also known as Market Dave if you're local to Altrincham. Market Dave was basically a rag and bowman who used to travel between Broadheath and the town centre, usually Altrincham Market, collecting anything from cardboard boxes, refuse, and he was basically a rag and bowman. And we bought this off Altrincham Market. They found it in the basement when they were having a clean out, and it was painted by a charity, and we bought it from the market to have in our shop because it reminds us to always think back to where we started from. You know, a working class kind of background. We started on the car boots, and we like to champion the grafters of the world, and basically people that just go out there, work hard, and do the best that they can. And that reminds us of where we came from and the kind of working spirit that we have. So that's Market Day, for those of you who ever wondered what that mural was. But this is a hive as it stands. As I've said throughout the video, we're expecting a lot of products to be delivered, and there's a few tweaks here and there that we need to do in terms of the flooring and a couple of bits and bobs to make it complete. But hopefully in the next month or so we'll be able to open our doors and you can come in and enjoy all of these beautiful new products that we have, and enjoy shopping again. So retail therapy, real life retail therapy. So fingers crossed we can open as soon as possible after the lockdown and you can come and enjoy this beautiful shop safe and sound. We hope you've liked this tour. We just thought we'd do it because we have almost finished the shop. As I say, we're just waiting on a few deliveries and then we'll be complete, and we'll have a little addition to the outside, but I'm completely zip-lipped on that, so I'll say nothing more. If you have any questions, if you've spotted anything in the video, please feel free to pop them in the comments down below. We'll be happy to answer them. Any products you want any questions about, how to use them, what's available, any colours available, or if you just generally want to let us know what you think of the shop, please do so in the comments below and we'll happily have a chinwag via social media. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and we hope to see you soon.